Be honest with me. Are you procrastinating on something right now? Do you get distracted on the daily? You're not alone. We all suffer from procrastination and distraction. Those are some of the very, very common ways we sabotage ourselves and keep us from doing the things that we want to do, from achieving the life that we want to live. So let's talk about how to overcome this block. How do we overcome our own selves so that we stop procrastinating, stop getting so distracted in a world where everything is trying to distract us? Hello, my loves. Welcome back to Lavendaire. It's Aileen, and welcome back to the Transform Your Life series. So we've been doing the series for the past couple months, helping us transform our lives in all the areas for 2025. And today's episode is on how to overcome the very common challenge of being a procrastinator and getting distracted all the time. How do we make better use of our time and our attention to efficiently and effectively achieve our goals and to really become that person we want to become? Before we dive in, I want to let you know that we have a free Notion template worksheet that goes along with this video because I love making things interactive so you can actually do the exercises and work along with the prompts I'll share in this video. All right, so first, why do we procrastinate and why do we get so distracted? The first thing you have to know is that procrastination doesn't mean laziness. Just because you procrastinate, it doesn't mean you're a lazy person. Procrastination is the symptom of an underlying fear or discomfort. So you are running away from something. Distraction can often be the catalyst to procrastination, leading us to waste more and more time. So distraction can be broken down to two causes: internal triggers and external triggers. Internal triggers are all the things within us, that fear, discomfort, that uneasiness, the don't want to face it sort of feeling that causes us to procrastinate even longer. And external triggers for distraction are things that are in our lives, whether it's a notification, a call, an email, a text, just anything in our environment that can cause us to focus on something else other than what we want to focus on. So then let's move on to how do we beat procrastination and stop distraction. So first step is to become aware of your internal triggers. So you first have to understand what's going on and what's stopping you from doing the thing, because clearly you said you want to do it, you said this is your goal, and yet you're not doing it. You're procrastinating. You're running away from it. So what is it that is so scary about that thing? What is it that is so uncomfortable? Really take time to reflect, maybe journal or meditate on what it is that is the internal trigger that makes you look elsewhere. Maybe it's when you're faced with a task or project that seems too hard or too overwhelming, that you just don't want to start it because it's just too much. And whenever something seems too hard for you in your brain, then you naturally pick up your phone and open social media. In that case, it's not really the social media that's distracting you, it's your internal trigger of the fear and discomfort. And so that's what you have to work on if you want to truly take control of your time. Step 2, shift your beliefs around discomfort. So after you have identified exactly what beliefs or internal triggers are affecting you, then it is time to try to shift those beliefs. So if you are always running away from things that are hard, maybe you start working with the affirmation, I am capable of doing hard things. I can do hard things. Or you can shift it kind of like, this isn't hard. I can do that. This is easy. And then you break down the task in a way to make it feel easy. Other beliefs or affirmations you can try are to look at it from a growth angle, right? Discomfort means I'm growing because growth happens outside of my comfort zone. And I love growing. So I love feeling uncomfortable. Or you can even start to ingrain the belief I thrive in discomfort. I thrive in this uncomfortable zone where I am growing and evolving because I am proud of myself for growing and evolving. There are so many different ways that you can frame these beliefs and affirmations, but ultimately you want to try to find a belief that works with you, one that literally is the opposite of what you're currently feeling or currently believing. You want to try to flip the negative to the positive so that you're ingraining a more positive, supportive belief in your head. Another way to work through your discomfort is to find healthier coping strategies to ease that discomfort. So, for example, if you're currently like running away by going on social media and you end up doom scrolling for 3 hours, or maybe you are procrastinating and so you look in the fridge and you want to like snack on whatever junk food you have, certain coping strategies are not good for you. They're not helping you, right? So find healthier coping strategies. Like, if I feel that discomfort, I'm going to take 10 deep breaths and then I'm going to approach that problem or that task. Or I'm going to go for a walk, or I'm going to play some calming music. Find a way that helps you kind of like cope with that discomfort, because you know all it is a feeling. It's just an emotion or a belief, and it's not real. Like, you can work through it. So find a way that you can take some action and ease your discomfort so that you can go back and face the task that you're supposed to do, so that you don't turn to procrastination and you don't turn to distraction. Moving on, next tip is to reduce external triggers. So now we're looking at everything in your life and your environment that can distract you. So whatever can distract you, try to eliminate or reduce it. So this could be putting your phone on silent mode, muting all notifications, turning off a lot of notifications. It could be putting up those like website blockers so that you can't go on certain websites or certain apps during this like focus time. It could be like setting boundaries with the people in your life. Like maybe if you live with certain people, you could be like, okay, from this time to this time, don't talk to me, don't bother me, I am busy, I'm unavailable. It could also be making sure that your environment is organized and conducive to your focusing on your important work. Like if you have a very cluttered environment, maybe you might get distracted because you're like, oh, I'm gonna do this. Oh, I forgot to open these boxes. Or, oh, I have to do this. Oh, I'm gonna clean this. So really set up your environment and set up your life to make it as easy and seamless as possible to focus on what you want to focus on. The next tip to help you stop procrastinating and stop getting distracted is time blocking. This is huge. So what this means is that you block out your time in your day for the important things that you really, really want to do. So you make the time and you commit to it. You literally like schedule it in your calendar. What time to what time are you focused on this exact project or this exact task? When you plan to do the task, that makes it more likely that you do it, right? Most of the time, these tasks or projects are just floating on a to-do list and there's no like time we have to get to it. And if there's no time you have to get to it, then you're probably not going to get to it. You're going to find something else to like fill in that time. So time blocking is simply making the time and committing to it. And this is also really helpful for prioritizing your values in life, because you can time block not just like your important work and your goals, but also any value that matters to you in life. Like time block your time with your family or your friends. Time block your self-care. This is the me time. This is the time where I get to replenish and nourish myself. So time block anything that's important to you that you want to make sure you get done. If it's not in the calendar, it's not going to happen. So try it, time blocking. The next tip is one of my favorites. It's to break down your tasks into smaller and smaller steps. This is something I talk about all the time when I talk about productivity and procrastination, because really when we're procrastinating, it's when a task feels too big, too hard, too daunting, overwhelming. And sometimes if you just break it down into the smallest task, like that feels so simple and so easy, open up a new web browser. Google this one word, like type one word, like just make it so easy. Break down the task into the smallest and smallest bits ever, to the point where you're like, okay, I can do that one little thing. And after you do that one little thing, you find that it's easy to do the next thing and the next thing and the next thing. And you're really just snowballing this momentum to make progress towards your goal. And it's such a simple yet powerful concept to just break it down, start really small, take baby steps. The goal here is to just get started. Like an object in motion stays in motion in physics. So all you have to do is like do whatever you can to like kick the ball, get it started, jumpstart it however you can. And once it's started, then like movement will become easier and easier. Like it'll be easier to tackle bigger and bigger tasks once you've got something started. Another tip for breaking down your task and taking action on it is to use a focus timer. So people talk about the Pomodoro technique, which is to set a 25-minute timer to focus on that task and to just do that task and nothing else for 25 minutes. After 25 minutes, you can take a break or stop or do whatever you want, but it's just having that focus time. So if 25 minutes seems too long, literally set a 5-minute timer. Set like a timer for 5 minutes and say, okay, in this 5 minutes, I'm going to take action. And so see if you take action in that 5 minutes. And once you take the action, you'll find that it's easier to keep going. And it's, I love giving myself tiny goals because it makes you feel good, right? It's like, even if I just work on this for like 10 minutes, that's good for today. Like pat on the back, right? Because I need to basically reward myself and give myself support as I'm taking these baby steps. Otherwise, it just feels way too daunting to tackle something really big. So it's always good to start small, especially if you're a beginner and you tend to procrastinate a lot and get distracted a lot. Just start small. While we're on the topic, why don't you let me know in the comments down below, what is the one next action that you are going to take towards your goal? Like, I want to know, how small did you break it down? I'm not going to judge. Like, just let me know what is the one next action that you are going to do today, whether it's like a 5-minute task or like an hour task, whatever. I want to know. Leave it down below. All right, final tip I want to share today is to build trust with yourself. So this is so crucial because you have to start to keep the promises that you make to yourself. Keep the pacts that you make with yourself. What I mean by this is, if you say you want to do something and you say you're going to do something, follow through on it. Don't make any promises that are bigger than you can keep. Don't say, I'm gonna run 10 miles today if you're starting day one on this like fitness program. No, like say, I'm gonna put on my running shoes. That's it. I'm gonna put on my running shoes and walk for 5 minutes and then see what happens. Like, set the pacts that you can keep with yourself. The more that you follow through on what you say you're going to do, the more you keep these promises that you make to yourself, and you are watching yourself fulfill the promises that you make to yourself, the more you're gonna build a sense of self-trust, self-belief, and then self-confidence. And then you can make bigger and bigger promises and pacts with yourself. Then you grow, right? So don't be afraid to start small. Again, going back to like, make that pact or promise as simple or as easy or as doable as you think you can. Like, don't overpromise. Like, literally underpromise, overdeliver. Okay, that's a lesson for yourself and with other people, because that way you build a more positive perspective on yourself. Like, imagine if you always told yourself, okay, I'm gonna do this, and then you don't do it. The more you make these big promises and you don't keep these promises, you are watching yourself. Like, your brain is literally like, you're a liar. I don't believe you. You're not gonna do it. Like, you said you would, but you never did. So why would I believe you the next time you say it? So that's what happens to a lot of us when we make these promises, but we don't keep them. We lose our sense of self-trust. We lose our sense of self-belief, and how disempowering that is. So that's why this tip is so important. Like, keep the promises you make to yourself. Set pacts that you can keep. And start small, but keep building on them, because you can, make them bigger and bigger as you build that self-trust. But yeah, I hope that made sense. I hope you liked this video. Let me know which tip was your favorite and which one you are going to implement today. I promise you that if you implement all of these tips, you are going to be so much further along in your focus game. You're not going to be as distracted. You're not going to procrastinate for as long. strong anymore. Like, yes, we are going to have our moments where we fall off and where we kind of still feel that discomfort. It's never gonna go away. Like, if you're challenging yourself, if you're doing new things, if you are growing, there's always a level of discomfort. So it's never gonna feel completely easy. The thing is, you are gonna be stronger. So you can eventually take on bigger and bigger challenges. I'm so excited for you. Don't forget, we have that free Notion template worksheet that you can use to go through these exercises and to really work on yourself and to figure out how you can overcome those internal and external triggers. All right, sending you so much love. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.